It's March 18th. This is a steady state quick brief. Yesterday, Joe Kent resigned. He was the head of something called the National Counterterrorism Center, NCTC. That's really important. The Steady State wrote about it yesterday, and if you look in the comments, you can read what we wrote. But let me say a few words about it. NCTC is the central place in the federal government that's designed to bring together from the intelligence community all the information about terrorist threats. And that's really important now that we're at war with Iran, because Iran is one of the drivers of international terrorism and a real source of threat to us here at home. So NCTC's director resigning is a big deal. And he wrote a letter. You should read it. The letter tells us that he's resigning because he can no longer serve in an administration that brought us to war with Iran for a purpose and for reasons that he says are just not true. It's a big deal. The head of NCTC basically calling out the President of the United States for being untruthful about an imminent threat from Iran. Now read his letter carefully. We opposed the nomination of Joe Kent. He has deep ties to white nationalist movements. He has made some incredibly inappropriate statements in his career. He should never have been the director of NCTC. But he's right this time, that there was no imminent threat, or at least no evidence that's presented to the American people about that. Now read the second part of his letter, and here it gets a little disturbing. He doesn't blame President Trump. He blames outside influencers who apparently, according to Joe Kent, misled the president. Well, that's not the way it works. The president is the commander-in-chief. And if President Trump doesn't want to listen to his intelligence community or his generals and ignore warning signs about Iran's retaliation or the lack of imminent threat, he can't be excused because some people or some organizations may have given him information that isn't accurate. So read those letters.